Hey, nice to see you still with us. So Stevie, how well did you do in science class?
Well, it depends on who you ask. I'm going to tell you that I did pretty darn good. My teacher likes to tell a completely different story that doesn't have a happy ending.
Well, it sounds like you could benefit from some time with Terry at his new stem cell science shop.
I opened the store because I always wanted a store like this. I imagined a sort of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory type of place where you go in and you can play with everything and everything's doing something, and it's just a lot of fun. STEM is an acronym for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. And my shop is sort of a cell in this block of shops, and so it's a nice play on words, plus the scientific significance of stem cells themselves. I think I just sort of developed an interest myself. I've always loved learning new things, regardless of the subject, and I was just naturally drawn to how things work on the scientific side, and so I've just kind of nurtured that my whole life, just for fun, and still going. I like outer space and cosmology and that sort of stuff, but I'm open to anything, even biology. I'm not a big fan of biology, it's really gross, but it's fascinating and I have a lot of biology stuff in here. I thought people would come in for a lot of the, I guess you would call the equipment to actually do science, like the telescopes and the beakers and stuff. That's what I was most excited for, to have a place that supplied those, and we do get people who are really grateful for that. But I've been surprised, most people are really excited for kind of the pop science stuff, the memorabilia, like the mugs and the cards and stuff that just kind of display science rather than actually doing science. I get a lot of teachers, homeschoolers are really grateful to have a resource like this because you can't just go buy a lot of this stuff anywhere. So it's been really helpful to the homeschool community, and I'm trying to get more involved with the schools around here to try and put on events and cooperate with them. Yeah, we're working on making kits right now. We're going to have some in store, and we're also going to start a monthly subscription box where you get either lab components or an experiment or some sort of scientific collectible items. So these are some of the best telescopes you can buy. A lot of people, when they're just starting out with astronomy, they just go buy like the cheapest one at Walmart and figure they'll go up from there. But what happens is a lot of times they'll buy that one and it's really frustrating, really difficult to use. It's really poorly made, so it doesn't provide very good results. And so you just get frustrated and disappointed and say astronomy isn't very fun, this is really hard. But if you just spend a few more dollars on the professional grade ones, you get really great results right out of the box. And they're so simple to use. And a lot of people are really surprised at the price points. They're not as high as they would expect. Seeing a lot of parents buy 3D printers for their kids, trying to get them into something a little more hands-on rather than just video games or whatever. But also you got your kind of just grown-up hobbyist who just wants to make stuff at home. It's nice to finally have a physical example of what I was thinking of before when I was trying to explain to people, but we're still learning every day how to make it better and everything, and it's been a lot of fun. Everyone who comes in loves it, and if they're not interested in science, they brag about, oh, so-and-so, my brother is into this, and oh, I have a friend who would just love this place. So it's something everyone can relate to. They just didn't know we needed a store like this before it existed.